Welcome to the Bumblezone Minecraft mod. I'm Kyoku and I'm here to show you around. To enter this buzzing dimension, toss an ender pearl at a beehive or use a piston to push yourself in. Exiting is as simple as digging upward or downward until you're free. Once inside, you'll find yourself surrounded by honeycomb blocks, beehives, and towering flowers in a bee and honey-themed wonderland. Explore to your heart's content, gathering honey, beeswax, and royal jelly, all while encountering new mobs like honey slimes and behemoths. Our journey through the Bumblezone will be divided into 3 parts. First, we'll explore its various biomes and structures. Then, we'll embark on queen bee quests to earn royal jelly and the coveted essence of the bees. Finally, we'll face the ultimate challenges within the sempiternal sanctums. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in. Watch your step in the hive. Breaking certain blocks triggers the dreaded wrath of the hive, sending bees into a frenzy. But fear not, you can pacify them by feeding them honey-related treats like honey bottles or other honey-infused foods. This grants you the protection of the hive, allowing you to harvest honey and break blocks in peace. Inside the Bumblezone, keep an eye out for pollen blocks, formed when pollen accumulates on surfaces, or when mined with silk touch. These blocks not only slow down mobs, but also serve as a vital resource for pollinating bees. Additionally, they have the curious effect of inducing sneezing in pandas, and blocking skulk sensor vibrations. And if you're ever caught in the crosshairs of the bee's wrath, seek refuge in a dense patch of pollen. It'll provide temporary sanctuary. And remember, if you stumble upon suspicious pollen, don't hesitate to give it a thorough brush down for potential loot. Venture into the charming bee house, a delightful abode fashioned in the likeness of our buzzing friends. Here, amid its cozy confines, awaits a trove of treasures, often including delectable bee blood and the bee stingers, which you will need for the queen bee feast. The dance floor is a structure in the Bumblezone where you can find music discs to enjoy bee jams. It features a dance floor for bees, and while I'm not certain if they actually dance to the music, they do seem to linger around and spin a lot when it's playing. Explore the ancient hoops for a thrilling test of your elytra skills, and discover hidden treasures along the way. Keep an eye out for bee armor. It'll come in handy for the challenges that lie ahead, with the queen bee. Battle cubes are structures filled with spiders and cobwebs. Remember their locations. They will come in handy for the queen bee quest. Challenge your parkour skills with candle parkours, offering a fun and rewarding experience, especially if you need background for Reddit reels. Scale to the top for additional loot and an exciting adventure. Ice monoliths are prime spots for encountering behemoths, colossal bees that serve as remarkable flying mounts. To tame one, start by breaking the ice to liberate it, then lavishly feed it honey food or sugar. Lead it with a honey bucket, and once it's under your command, equip a saddle to direct its flight. As you continue to nourish and ride it, its bond with you will strengthen, enhancing its aerial swiftness. When it reaches maximum friendship, it ascends to the status of a queen behemoth, capable of soaring at remarkable speeds. Its friendship diminishes if it sustains damage, and if it hits rock bottom, it reverts to an untamed state. At the cannon ranges, you'll encounter the crystal cannon. Utilizing honey crystal shards as its projectile, this cannon delivers a powerful impact. If you hit the targets in the cannon range, you'll be rewarded with an orb ring. Additionally, with the bee cannon variant, you can store bees as ammunition simply by right-clicking on them. Should you find yourself without a bee cannon, fear not, for you can fashion one using sugar-infused stone, readily available in the Bumblezone. Furthermore, you can upgrade to the formidable crystal cannon by crafting it from the bee cannon. The overgrown flower is where you'll stock up on honey buckets and unearth the legendary Crystalline Flower. Think of it as an enchantment table, but on steroids. To harness its power, plop it down on a crystal block like amethyst or glistering honey crystal. Once it's set, feed it levels to boost its height and enchantment level. Then toss in some books for the enchantments you crave. After snagging your desired enchantment, the flower shrinks down, but fear not. You can always give it another growth spurt. And if you find yourself running low on levels, just toss in some items to refill the green bar for regrowth. The cherry veteran tree stands tall in the Bumblezone, offering a bounty of flowers for the taking. As you wander, you'll stumble upon ample sugar water, Guzzle those bottles down for a burst of haste, and don't forget to share the sweetness with brood blocks to nurture bee larvae. Plus, offering sugar water to bees might just quell the wrath of the hive. Welcome to the Honitel, a luxurious haven for bees boasting an array of vanity building blocks, like candles, carvable wax, paintings, and banners. Delve into each room to uncover treasures nestled within the honey cocoons, akin to the Bumblezone's very own loot chests. The Stinger Spear Shrine is where you discover the Bumblezone Spear. It often comes with enchantments and can be thrown like a trident. Be sure to keep it, as you'll need it later. The subway is an intriguing structure filled with loot and gusts of wind. Keep an eye out for rooms with endermites and end crystals, and be careful not to kill them, as they will help in the queen bee quest later. Honey slimes are passive mobs that you can create by giving a regular slime a honey block or honey bucket. You can collect honey from them using a bottle. To breed honey slimes, use sugar. Remember the location of slime ranches for the queen bee quest. The pirate ship is filled with loot, including maps, gold, and weapons. Don't forget to grab the honey compasses. They will help you locate the queen bee. The ancient shrine often contains an emerald block and frog light. Look out for suspicious pollen blocks that you can brush. Keep your gaze upward as you traverse the Bumblezone to ensure you don't miss the hanging gardens. Here, you'll discover crystalline flowers and sponges aplenty. If you find yourself in need of honey blocks, make a stop at a Hive Temple. These structures often contain a few honey blocks tucked away within their walls, ready for the taking. Now it's time to embark on the quest to find the queen bee. Utilize your honey compasses to pinpoint nearby structures. Keep an eye out for the distinctive throne pillar, or follow the compasses to the cell maze to look for more compasses. Along your journey, collect bee armor to bolster your defenses. Before venturing into the cell maze, don your flower headwear to avoid incurring the wrath of the hive. This protective gear will also reduce the timer of any existing wrath and attract bees to your side. Press onward through the maze, exploring every nook and cranny until you uncover the throne pillar. Congratulations on encountering the queen bee. This majestic creature offers a variety of trades, with the items you receive depending on what you offer her. From crops and rotten flesh to honey, the queen bee can reward you with items like windy air, a briefcase for bee storage, and frog lights. Keep an eye out for time trades, where she may request specific items for extra rewards. Your primary objective with the queen bee is to complete her questline, which activates after your first successful trade. These quests, visible in the achievements page, reward you with royal jelly upon completion. The tasks range from crafting bee nests or beehives to defeating creatures like regular spiders, silverfish, and even the wither. You'll also need to breed honey slimes, pollinate flowers, and engage in various bee-related activities. This is where those previous places I told you to keep track of will come in handy. After completing all the quests, you'll have amassed a significant amount of royal jelly. Right-click on the queen bee to claim your reward, the essence of the bees. Consuming this essence grants you numerous permanent buffs, ensuring a smoother experience in the Bumblezone. These buffs include immunity to Wrath of the Hive and mining fatigue near the queen bee. For a detailed list of the specific tasks you need to do for the queen bee, as well as the buffs you'll receive from the essence of the bees, check the description of this video. Happy questing. Congratulations on completing the queen bee questline. You've reached the end game of the Bumblezone. Now that you're armed with the essence of the bees, it's time to tackle the sempiternal sanctums and claim your treasure. If you've been exploring the Bumblezone thoroughly, you might already have a few of these sanctums on your radar. Sempiternal sanctums are colossal structures brimming with loot, but beware, they're guarded by sentry watchers. These watchful guardians can't be defeated, but you can craft a sentry watcher spawn egg to summon one of your own. Your personal sentry won't attack you or wreck your surroundings. Deep within each sanctum lies an essence block. Only those who've consumed the essence of the bees can interact with these blocks. When you're ready to face the challenge, approach the essence block to kick off your trial. The Red Sanctum's trial is pretty simple. Just duke it out and come out on top. Once you've triumphed, you'll score yourself an Essence of Raging. If you're hungry for more mob loot, feel free to run these trials over and over. To wield the essence, just pop it in your offhand. But keep in mind, you can only use the Sanctum essences if you've chowed down on the essence of the bees. So, handing it off to players who haven't tasted that sweet nectar won't do much. The purple Sanctum might look simple, but it's got a hidden punch. Your mission? Stay alive until the clock runs out. But beware of those pesky spikes. They'll give you a nasty poison jab. And no cheating with creative mode flying. There's a gravity rule here that keeps you on the ground. Oh, and building. Forget about it on those infinity barrier blocks. But hey, survive all that chaos, and you'll score the essence of knowledge. With it, you can spot chests and mobs. This trial is like the ultimate challenge for those brave enough to tackle it and record some epic Minecraft parkour fails for Reddit Reels. Pro tip, grab a buddy or two for this one. It's gonna be a wild ride. Your goal? Zip through all those circles before the clock ticks down to 0. But watch out, no cheating with creative mode flying, thanks to those tricky gravity shifts. When I gave it a go with my friend, we had one of us handling the vexes, while the other dashed through the hoops, and if you bring a whole squad, everyone gets sucked into the action as soon as you touch that essence block. Just remember, if someone kicks the bucket or shows up fashionably late, they're out of luck on scoring the essence, even if you manage to clinch the win. This one's my personal least favorite. You gotta stand your ground on that center platform, staring down the rootmen like you're in a Wild West showdown. Only instead of bullets, it's shooting dirt pellets your way. Your mission: bat those suckers right back at it with your weapon of choice. Just watch your back. If one of those pellets clocks you, it might knock your armor clean off. And while you can't build on those funky infinity barrier blocks, feel free to build yourself a little safety net with anything else lying around. Trust me, you'll thank yourself when you inevitably take a tumble. Timing's crucial here, folks. These attacks ain't for the faint of heart. If you're feeling cheeky, craft up a stash of dirt pellets and give them a taste of their own medicine. And if you need to catch your breath or patch up those battle wounds, just hop off the platform. It'll give you a breather until you're ready to jump back in. Bagging that rootman's gonna land you the essence of life, so get ready for a showdown worth remembering. Think of this one like a good old-fashioned mob smash-up. Just like the Red Sanctum, your job's simple. Clear the area of anything that moves. If you're feeling the pressure and need to catch your breath, keep an eye out for those bubbles coming from the nearby note blocks. They'll give you a quick boost of air. And here's the kicker. Once you bag that essence of calming, it will make mobs nearby no longer get angry at you. Alright, so the White Sanctum, it's a doozy. Think of it as the boss battle of boss battles. You gotta take down all those cosmic crystal entities. Trust me, you'll want to bring your A game for this one. Stock up on totems of undying. They'll be your best friends. And hey, don't waste your time enchanting armor or brewing potions. This fight's all about dodging and dishing out damage fast. If you got a quick charge multi-shot crossbow with poison arrows, you'll be set. Oh, and bring some pals along if you can. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Just a heads up though, this ain't a walk in the park. I'm just using a few tricks from another mod to make it a bit easier. Cause who's got time for another 50 failed attempts? Am I right? Anyway, if you manage to come out on top, you'll snag the Essence of Continuity, basically a get out of death free card. And that's a wrap on the Bumblezone mod, made by telepathicgrunt. If you want to see more guides for other Minecraft mods, just drop a comment below.